We want to look more closely tonight at these latest claims about Pakistan's support of the Taliban. We turn to one of the authors of today's report, Mark Mazzetti, the New York Times national security correspondent, and he joins us from Washington. Thank you for being with us. Why would Pakistan's intelligence service want to help Taliban militants? After all, they're fighting NATO forces and U.S. forces in Afghanistan.
Well, there seem to be at least some operatives inside Pakistan's intelligence service who are planning for the future. That's a day when the United States and NATO troops are no longer in Afghanistan, and they will want to wield influence over whomever is in power there or who remains in the power structure. So they believe that the Taliban operatives with whom the spy services had a long history with might be a decent bet for the future. It is not clear that this is blessed at the highest levels, the support between the spy service and the Taliban, but at the very least, there's a sort of willful ignorance at the part of senior leaders in Islamabad about these connections between the ISI and the Taliban.
Well, in your article, Pakistani officials downplay the relationship, portraying it as a more casual effort just to keep tabs on the Taliban. Yet, in your story, you also point out that at times, the intelligence service has supplied things like weapons, ammunition, and fuel. So what is really going on here? How strong is the connection?
Well, American officials say that there is just a sort of full body of evidence about the support that the ISI or members of the ISI give to the Taliban. That's everything from fuel, logistical support, military supplies, as well as sort of strategy guidance. There appears to be evidence of ISI operatives meeting with the Taliban in Pakistan to discuss a strategy for the next several months in Afghanistan. The elections in Afghanistan are scheduled for August, and so there's planning going on about just how should the Taliban prepare for these. Should they increase violence? Should they decrease violence? Should they do things like blow up voting booths, that type of thing? So it seems to be all range of support for Taliban fighters. Again, it is not necessarily something that the government of Pakistan is involved in, but it's very difficult to really figure out this murky situation about who's reporting to whom inside Pakistan.
Well, if it's not at the very top, is there anything at the leadership level of Pakistan, President Zardari, that he can do about this?
First of all, President Zardari needs to hold on to office. He's very much embattled right now. I think there's elements of Pakistan's military apparatus that are betting against him. But he and his military chief, General Kayani, have made some efforts to clean out the ranks of the ISI, people who had long tenure with the Taliban. But the more he pushes, the more there could be a backlash. So he has to be concerned about that.
Mark Mazzetti of the New York Times. Thank you.
Thanks very much.